from a guy who knows a guy at Blue. Preloaded with the beta Blink OS. I can give it to you for 300 if you...
Finish up your scheme. There's work to do.
Can't be... Using my edge bag, man.
Let's find him.
This is London Calling. You're here
begin
with
our
me,
search.
Tash, and Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by an optic on our temples and the cameras around us.
I've taken the liberty of perusing the shipping manifests. Clan Kelly took possession of 3 crates originating from Cairo.
So those are the ones loaded with chronosex. Cool. Let's lay waste to these crates right now.
About that, the crates have some kind of trap mechanism that releases nerve gas when tampered with. Surprisingly creative security measure. Normally they rely on burly lads with sacks of doorknobs.
All right. I won't touch the crates. I'll just lay waste to them.
Find the toss pots. Hey, drone, run a search.
Spread out, find them. Hey, drone, search the area.
Currently searching the perimeter.
You! Hold it!
Teammate is en route to hospital, where they'll be for the foreseeable future.
Great to know. I certainly don't want to end up in hospital too.
Fuck me, talk about armed and dangerous. Right. No. No.
It is illegal to participate in gatherings of more than 5 people. Active protest groups. For safety, Albion drones are protesters. Investigation underway. Halt! Failure to comply. Will result.
Get your fucking guns out of London.
make the streets marginally cleaner. Get out of there.
Keep your head down.
Seems your mate took quite a bashing and has wound up in hospital. They won't be available for some time. If you're feeling clever, you might consider recruiting a paramedic to the team. It's a brilliant way to shorten that hospital stay and get your teammate back online.
The state we've got now, where it's essentially gone. Having the
While the supply is taken care of, but the supply line is still functional.
I can help with that. Clan Kelly gets their Kronos X out of Cairo through a broker, Abby Tran. I found out through an informant that she accompanied the latest shipment.
Then we might be able to find her at the shipyard.
We need to keep that rubbish off the streets.
this data empowers these huge companies to control our society and make us do things. So lots of predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants.
This is the shipyard where Clan Kelly received the Kronos X. Time to find Abby Tran and make sure she doesn't broker any more deals.
Technologies might
I've looked into this drug. It was developed for the military. In low doses, it heightens reflexes, lowers response times, turns soldiers into killing machines.
Shit, it's even worse then. Instead of polluting the streets, they're going to turn their thugs into even bigger thugs.
So London has become a place where a small group of surveillance capitalist companies like Bloom can control the movements of individuals and orchestrate the way they move around their city and the way they essentially live, the things they do, the things they enjoy and the life they lead. So we're really kind of outsourcing our decision making, I would say, to a huge corporate capitalist company, and there's something very, very scary about that indeed. All these technologies can be used to not only influence us to act as the perfect consumer, but also to prevent us from doing radical and revolutionary things. So technologies in foreign nations that have been used are things like heat map features which show where populations are gathering. In-game rewards can be offered to people to take different routes, things like that. Traffic data can be manipulated to prevent people gathering and protesting, as has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently. So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but ones which actually can be put to use to prevent radical and disruptive behaviour in the city, which limits the power of any kind of revolutionary force.
So, if you thought you had a private life, get used to it. You don't. And we're not going to reclaim our lives without a fight. I'm Tash, and you're the Buccaneer, keeping the resistance informed. Keep listening, keep fighting, and remember, nobody owns you but you.
You should be able to find Abby Tran somewhere nearby. Time to put an end to Abby Tran's dealings with Clan Kelly. Take her out.
Ugh, whatever.
Teammate won't be completing their operation so much as they'll be needing one.
That's what they get for being careless. Come on, let's clean up for them.
You should be able to find Abby Tran somewhere nearby. Time to put an end to Abby Tran's dealings with Clan Kelly. Take her out. Well, Abby Tran won't be brokering any drug shipments in that state.
Great work. Kronos X was on the verge of becoming a huge problem. You've saved lives by keeping it off the streets.
Oh, yeah. Now the Kellys can't sell shit when there's no produce. They'll be gutted. What's bad for them is good for the people.
We're not done by a long shot. But this is a step in the right direction.
Look on! Keep your guard up!
The safety of the city by any means necessary.
When you're going to go and get a self-driving car ready for you before you even ask for it.
Pretty terrifying. In some ways, I don't want this data to drive my life. It understands too much at times. Have you heard some of the rumours around the hacked version of Bagley?
I've heard mutterings, yes.
I've heard it's been used by DedSec.
I wouldn't put it past them. It's pretty well known that they're not fans of Bloom. But the idea of a souped-up version of Bagley, given it's already so intelligent, is a bit terrifying.
I wonder what they could actually make it do.
Richard Salter spent a fortnight living amongst London's homeless. Join GBB tonight for Hidden Homeless, the untold story of London's forgotten people.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by Democrats all over the world.
So before the media fragmented, there was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing was to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible.
Get out of here!
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Can't wait to hear what this bloke knows.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Can you say paranoid?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Acknowledged.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Spied some windows up there. Might be a way in.
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
I got this.
Cool.
Enjoy your sleep.
Nice rig up. Bit amateur compared to mine, but
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
I got this.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands of the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Drone's going mad.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Now hold on. It's not what you think.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Fuck no. Think more subversive.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Boy, there's no time for that. Listen, Albion knows you're in London. You've got to run. You've got to run fast, mate.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Oh, really? No shit. Why else do you think I'd be risking my arse here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, Cass is a piece of shit. We need your help to take him down. The bombings, that was him. And he came after us too.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think. Shit, fine. Table. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move in! Bollocks.
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Fucking hell.
Ready to engage.
Just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
Well, that's motivating. Let's go, Bags.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
I think in pre-crisis Britain it might not have seemed great at the time, but there was something positive about that there was a lot of distrust in the media and in the different kinds of truths that people...
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. Believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
What we need is an insider on the team.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion Cyber Security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Killers have caused a public outcry. Join us on GBB as we examine these and other extravagant expenses administration officials have been charging the public.
Tower of London? Security's pretty tight there.
I like to help, fam, but Nigel's caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
What's good, mate?
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
Believe me, not my idea. But Nigel Cass is doing a big meeting in there, and we think he's going to unveil a death ray pointing at the moon or something. And the moon is not getting death rayed on my watch.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in our pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Interesting. Send me their info.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We're aware of an Albion employee.
Jesus Christ, are you fucking serious? Again, what the hell did I do this time?
Whoa. Easy.
Oh, shit, you're not Albion. They've been hassling me all day, so yeah, I'm on edge right now.
Whoa. Be cool. What's going on?
I'm going mental, I swear. Albion fucking pats me down every time I pass a bloody checkpoint. I think someone's using that fucking CTOS to make false reports against me.
Sure, it's possible. Is there anyone who might have a grudge?
Let's just say I don't have the easiest time making friends. Can you hack into the system for me? See what's going on? I'll owe you whatever the fuck you want if you help me out with this.
Cool. We're on it. Are we actually supposed to recruit someone from Albion? Those guys are dicks.
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
Albion is always looking for good candidates. See me for
Your somewhat reckless teammate has got themselves thrown in the old clink, I'm afraid. Difficult to resist oppression from behind bars. It will be a while before they're available. Pro tip, however, why not recruit a barrister to the team?
Hey mate, are you ready to wake up from this dystopian nightmare or what?
Are you dead, Seg? Oh, thank God. I need your help.
Sure, maybe. What's up?
My friend has a rare blood disorder, and with the state of the NHS these days, he's no longer able to get proper treatment. So we went to one of Clan Kelly's doctors. I know, stupid, but we were desperate and we could afford it.
Go on.
The drugs worked. Too well, if anything. My friend is hooked, and now that quack is jacking up the price. I don't know how we're going to manage.
One absolute cock. Don't worry, mate. We'll get your friend his meds.
Excuse me?
Well, this quote-unquote doctor is a real winner. He was struck off the medical register for gross malpractice last year, and now he's a freelance mob surgeon. Nice work if you can get it.
Do you think you can track him down, Bags?
I am quite literally always tracking everyone down. Pushing you his coordinates now.
Antisocial behavior often appears suspicious.
no moving for the scan. Something the matter.
Huh?
Wait.
welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the Optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the Optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the Optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have a small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got the small handheld unit. So much lighter and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the Optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I mean, sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to, and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so much easier. I remember when you used to have to sit down at a computer with an actual keyboard and mouse and type everything out. And my favourite feature is public transport. With the Optic, you can just walk straight onto the tube. It even acts as a passport. No longer do I have to dig around and try and find my old paper passport just to travel.
The Clan Kelly doctor you're looking for is close by. And he's got a highly secure laptop with him too. That should contain the whereabouts of the drug shipment.
Strange activity there. Maybe an intruder.
There's the laptop.
Hey, you almost done? Are you joking? Let's trade places then and you do all the encrypting. Alright. Relax. I'll let you know when it's done.
Fuck's sake! Fuck, someone's down. You alive?
Spit up! Find them!
How about you come out and I'll kill you quick? Can't hide forever.
Don't be stupid!
Laptop scraped. Get to safety while I analyze the data. I found them on warehouse where the experimental drugs are being stored. I'm sure Mary Kelly won't mind if you nick a few.
How do we go from consumer paradise to a place of empty shelves? Fighting for supplies. What turns a land of plenty into a wild west of hoarding, food battles and black market barons? We protect everyone who comes on the podcast by keeping their identities. Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind shortages.
What's the first thing that happened when Britain sealed itself off? The first stuff that got stopped from coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live without the fresh food. I mean, everyone's quality of life got instantly worse, but we could live without it. The most damaging part was when the radioactive isotopes stopped coming in. Now, radioactive isotopes, that's what we use for cancer screening, cancer treatment. Now, that stuff, it has a short half-life. Technology used to save hundreds of thousands of lives just by screening for cancer, let alone testing for cancer. But that stuff has a half-life of 66 hours. As soon as those walls went up, there was just no time to bring it into the country, and that is when people started dying. And then the medicines. The thing is, there's loads of medicines that you just can't stockpile. There was a moment before it took place when actually there was some effort to try and stockpile some of the medicines. There was some things that could be done. For a lot of it, there was simply nothing that could be done. We had a major problem with drugs for schizophrenia. So we saw such an uptick in the kind of attacks that you saw in the street and people suffering on their own because they didn't have the mental health drugs, because those drugs simply couldn't be stockpiled. We eventually found the same thing with foods that weren't produced in the UK. And the trouble with the UK was we don't produce our own food. We never have. For hundreds of years, we produced under half of our own food. So as soon as those walls went up, we started having significant material.
I'm detecting a vehicle nearby with at least 2 years' worth of treatments inside. That's more than enough to wean our contact's friend off the treatment.
Right, okay.
Now, what did we see? People don't want to go through that stuff. They were desperate for the things that they had before, and they were scared. And they went through that.
There's the vehicle with the drugs in it. Try not to destroy it.
Fire! Stop flying!
Someone's there!
Right, so we've got the vehicle. Now what?
I found a safe location where our friend can pick it up. Sending you the coordinates now.
We've got the situation right now of this big war between criminals and security that seems to dominate what's going on out there on the streets.
Nothing shakes people's faith in capitalism quite as much as when capitalism fails.
think what we've come to now is a realization.
I'm taking fire!
This is a highly placed Albion informant, or if they're called in America, a nut. And if there's one thing I know about the people of London, it's that they always like to see a rat get his comeuppance. Good on you.
Cheers, mate.
Here we go! Take your time to do this.
I'm not saying there is a real shortage there, but there possibly is real shortages, but shortages are being used to keep what they want and not use what we need. So the excuse that there's simply not enough to go around is the justification for maintaining a kind of power of the 1% and leaving the rest of us short.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass in the once free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, Mark. This is Mark. I'm Andy. This is Alison. Today we're going to be pretending that everything is fine. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, that was fun. That was as long as I could manage. Just in the hole. A reality check, however. And yeah, fine today. We're going to rotate the latest update to the street train.
Mind where you're going, yeah?
I'm going to tell a new threat that's got a whole new lease of life these days, thanks to CSA. And isn't Britain all the more fun because of it? No more grumbling about your neighbours playing their music too loud, just simply report them to the state and have them, shall we say, involuntarily
Teammate won't be completing their operation so much as they'll be needing one.
Great to know. I certainly don't want to end up in hospital too.
There's the vehicle with the drugs in it. Try not to destroy it.
Hell was that sound? Stop!
Got a vehicle? Now what?
I found a safe location where our friend can pick it up. Sending you the coordinates now.
but don't like someone say something anyway. Well, let's have a look at this new app, Alex. I'm sure you've got it on your phone. I mean, at first glance, well, the interface is lovely. It's so neatly designed. A simple button to snitch on someone. That's so much better than non-government informer apps like Stool Easy, Can Canary, or Narc Shark. I mean, look, I just need to geocache where the person I'm ratting on currently is. Let's call her, for the sake of argument, Alice.
Sorry, Andy, I was busy reporting you to the authorities for rolling your eyes when passing a Nigel Cass propaganda poster.
Can you not let me report you first, please? If that's a decorum about this. I'll just take a quick little photo so they can get a drone to pick you out of a crowd at your next riot or trip to the shops. And you can input your accusations with the app. Well, let's go old school. Let's call the phone line. Let's call the phone line. Here's the number, listeners, in case you want to dock someone in, as long as it's not me. 0044 203 807 3832. And don't forget to get permission of the person who pays your bills before you call that number.
Hey, I'd like to report my co-host Andrew, who runs an underground satirical anti-government comedy show, for running and co-hosting an underground satirical anti-government comedy show. Also, he does terrible puns.
Well, excuse me, I have a suspect for you. That is my co-host, Alice. I have some evidence for you. She tutted audibly outside an Albion vehicle in the street yesterday. She says she prefers pigeons to Bloom drones. I mean, come on, seriously, where did a drone go crap on the equipment? And what more?
Control to all
not one, but two.
Possible hostiles near your location.
Control, we are pursuing the target. For every time someone had reported my fallopian tubes, I'd have 3. Sure, I think it converts to about 120,000 Great British pounds in the old money.
We'll report back in the next episode about whether or not we've been arrested and interned. I mean, I love this system, Alice. I mean, no more awkward, rumbling resentments with your neighbours, your colleagues, or
Negative. No sign of the target yet.
And be done with it. But I guess it could backfire. I mean, the thing is with a family, inevitably parents and their children, they end up squabbling, and you know, today's Britain, your kids are going to dob you in, so you might as well get in there first.
Control, put out an APW. Target is gone.
What's that number again? Let's call him up again. Hey, I've got someone else. It's my son. Let's call him Norris. He never tidies in his bedroom. He gets up late. He listens to illegal, non-government sanctioned music and is covertly plotting the downfall of the government and the restoration of a true democracy. Thank you.
Yeah, just define all your household chores as patriotic. And if they fail to do them, dob them in.
Problem solved.
If you don't do the washing up...
It's done. We're stashing the truck with the treatments in a safe location. Our AI Bagley will send you the deets. Your friends will be good now.
I'm in your debt.
I know this can sound crazy and all, but I think you'd fit right in with DedSec. Yeah?
Consider me in.
The flag. I never thought I'd miss the old Union Jack, but somehow our new flag managed to be even more irritating than that. I don't...
Welcome to DedSec. Bigger, stronger, badder than ever.
I must say, I'm rather looking forward to the experience. Let's go hunt some baddies.
Fuck yeah.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed. Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready.
What in the fresh hell is that thing?
Quite what it is, if it's the new colour scheme, or if it's just that it symbolises the loss of everything we once held dear. But that flag irritates the hell out of me.
Was everything you ever held dear Scotland?
Well, that was something I held quite dear.
I miss being able to dodge my friends' destination weddings in Italy. There's nothing worse than being asked to spend the equivalent of a motorbike on some sort of boat-based farce in Sorrento. And I always used to really enjoy saying, oh no, I can't afford it. Now they're all getting married in Brighton and I have to go to that alleged beach. It's made of rocks, Andy. If your sandcastle is an actual castle, that's not a beach.
Tell you what I miss. I miss free will. That was fun. Remember that? I mean, all the time too.
If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform. Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
Who is this? God. Horrible yet fascinating.
Seems that manky little nerd was the one who kept diverting relief supplies away from the borough to keep everyone in line for Albion. These days you can do a lot more evil with a spreadsheet than a drone fleet.
Grand.
Run them out! Drone, perform search.
Don't see anyone. I'll go over there.
A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
You certainly know an awful lot about Nigel Cass.
Yeah, I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him. He was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Oh, for God's sake.
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
Sword, Excalibur. Later, archaeologists were able to date the sword to the early 8th century, at least 200 years too late. It's still...
Fair point.
So can you tell me a little bit more about how the retrofit is going?
Everything is proceeding on schedule, and Mr. Cass is as determined as ever to make the White Tower as safe as possible from terrorist attacks. I believe he has ensured that every security measure has been properly taken so that we are all well protected. As he likes to say, there's nothing more valuable than our people's history.
That's quite accurate. Given that, Queen Victoria says that it was written by
Of course, I've seen the plans myself. The museum will be
Until her death in 1901. A full 40 years after his death.
Ross, how is that even possible? Me not need this today. That's surrender. Why you still...
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Whoever sent this should be arrested.
So can you tell me a little bit more about how the retrofits are going?
And it's supposed to be here.
Was there damn boats before coming in?
This aircraft, catch them up. Stop that any killing. I say good minute. You can't always surrender.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Look at that!
So can you tell me a little bit more about how the retrofits are going?
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
This new project the director's presenting upstairs is a game changer. Can't wait to see it roll out. This is going to make our jobs that much easier and safer.
Yeah. You don't think it's going to make certain aspects of our job redundant?
Everything is proceeding on schedule, and Mr. Cass is as determined as ever.
You know that. Fair point.
I believe he has ensured that every security measure are properly taken
So that we are there down boats before coming in. As he drafted dealing with construction.
I'm not a total pessimist.
I heard someone saying DedSec was back.
They better not be. Just a bunch of terrorists pretending to have morals.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Grand.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
I'm wondering why we're not being sent out against the fucking stuff.
He's trying to keep people safe in this day and age.
I went on a bit of a shopping spree. I must have bought something that I think you again.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But there's always an element that's going to resist order, right?
Sure, that's what we're taking care of them long ago.
I've heard some talk on the street that they may be back in operation, but I'm not.
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Sr.'s death.
Let's see it.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company. But I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
Good lord, our Nigel does have issues. And now all of London is trapped in his little psychodrama.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
At least Albion has a mission statement and informs the public as to what's going on and what they're doing to make the city better. I know
How's it going? Seems a bit tense.
Yeah. How are you getting on with those metrics? The deadline is coming up quickly. It wouldn't do to miss it. He's presenting to the stakeholders right now.
I know, but if I mess this up, then the whole project is delayed. I don't know how long.
Don't even joke about it. I don't even want to think about what direction that's. Just make sure you get it done.
Keep piling on the pressure. That's sure to help.
Pottery's the most antisocial businessman in London. Boy's a fucking hitman.
Welcome to Project Themis. Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch. so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Tidus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
Attention, a building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
I need an exit, pronto.
The catacombs, fam.
What is this filthy rubbish? Haven't seen you around before.